Hey everyone, I'm Tom and I'll be bringing a devotional today. I'll be reading mostly from John 15, so we'll start in verse 1. I am the true vine and my Father is the gardener. He cuts off every branch in me that bears no fruit, while every branch that does bear fruit he prunes so that it will be even more fruitful. During this quarantine time, I've found myself a bit apathetic towards getting up and being diligent during the day. Particularly with my Christian walk, I've found that it's been less motivated, less consistent, and I haven't been reading my Bible or praying as much. It's been a lack of motivation and a lack of perhaps accountability towards others that has found me in that spot, but I have realized recently that it's a real glory to God moment where I get to bring glory to God every day. It's not about what other people see within me, it's about me bringing glory to God by myself, and that's a real encouraging thought, and this verse here was particularly helpful in thinking about that. Thinking about the vine, being connected to the vine, Jesus being the vine, and we being the branches is a real good opportunity to consistently think about how we are connected to Jesus and how we are growing in Jesus, because as a vine's branches grow, so should we be growing. It also speaks about God pruning the branches so that they become more fruitful. And if you think about a rose bush or a vine of fruit, the theory or the reality is that rose bushes particularly try and grow in on itself, try and entangle their branches when they're growing. And it's important that they prune those vines so that the flowers on the outside will be receiving sun and growing properly and bearing proper fruit. So when we are growing in on ourselves, when we are becoming more self-centered and selfish in our thinking and in our behaviour, God comes through and prunes off those branches that have turned inwards and ensures that our branches are going outwards and bringing glory to Him and loving one another and bringing glory to the people around us. Instead of turning in and blocking the fruit from growing, and in the end that means that no fruit can grow if it's all entangled and all covered up by itself. And this leads into the second part of the passage that I was going to read, down in verse 16 and 17. You did not choose me, but I chose you and appointed you so that you might go and bear fruit that will last, and so that whatever you ask in my name, the Father will give you. This is my command, love each other. And in this, it talks about the fruit that will last. And if we think about that fruit, it is often thought of as the fruits of the Spirit, which is, of course, very true. We want to be patient, we want to be kind, and we want to be loving, particularly during this time with the people that are around us. But we also want to be loving each other, and we want to be attempting to bring people into Jesus' presence, attempting to bring them into knowing Jesus so that they can be in the glory of God as well, and in the kingdom when that time comes. So I've been praying particularly for myself that I would be loving the people around me, and at the moment that's mostly my family. I often forget that my family is so loving and so important to me, or perhaps I take that for granted. And at the moment it's been a really good opportunity living with them, that I come into their presence and I spend a lot of time with them, and as a young adult, I often find myself reaching out to my friends and to my colleagues at university, and they're the people that I'm connecting with most. But at this time, I found that it's a really good opportunity to connect with my family, to remember how much they do for me, to remember how much they love me, and that means that I can give back to them in that time, particularly at the moment. Whether that's helping them with their schoolwork, whether that's cooking dinner for them, doing that for the glory of God, not for my glory, not turning those branches inwards, but reaching out. And also ensuring that they're hearing about Jesus as much as I can give that opportunity to them and have that opportunity for myself. So I'd just be praying, I have been praying for myself that I'll be reaching out to my family and also to my neighbours and the people around me, that they will be hearing about Jesus from me, and that they will be seeing God living through me by His Spirit, through the fruits of the Spirit, as this passage says, but also that I'll be loving them in many other ways, through practical ways that I can assist them. And I'd also be praying for everyone listening now, that they will also be reaching out to their families, reaching out to the people that they're living with, and loving them in the best way possible, sharing Jesus with them as well. Because this is a great opportunity where you're very intimate with the people around you to talk about deeper stuff, to share about Jesus, to show them how they've been offered grace by Jesus, and what a wonderful opportunity that is. So I hope that's been encouraging, and I hope you have a great day.